Hello, everybody. I'm Pastor KZ. Welcome to your midweek Wednesday's Word. What do you do when you're under attack? I'm reminded of David in the book of Psalms, chapter 5. And there are several other ones, but chapter 5 especially. Read that when you get a chance. David was under attack. And it was a lot of times. He went through attacks a whole lot. Now, you might say, well, sometimes David put himself in the position to be attacked. That is true. And sometimes we put ourselves in positions to be attacked. And then sometimes the attack comes when we're not aware of it. So David was under attack. And a lot of times his enemies, some of them known enemies and some of them secret haters. Okay, I'm gonna just put it that way. They really wanted to be him, and part of that is they're jealous. Some of them were spreading all type of lies and rumors about him. They were deceitful. Does that sound familiar? Any of that sound familiar? Where you know that you got people who are secret haters, but they show themselves as a friend to you, but they really don't like you. That's David's story. And the thing is, though, there were times when David didn't even understand, why am I under attack? What is this about? Have you ever asked yourself, why are they doing this to me? Why don't they like me? Or why are they trying me like that? Why are they playing right in my face and think I'm too stupid to see what's going on? David was under attack, but one thing he knew to do, no matter who came against him or what situation came against him, David knew to take refuge in the Lord through prayer. He took refuge. He took solace. He took the opportunity to understand, I cannot do anything with this without the help from God. So I got to go deep in prayer. Do you know some of the things that David did throughout the book of Psalms is David had to go into warfare prayer. Some of you need to go into warfare prayer because some of these attacks that you are under or attacks you have encountered, it requires you to do a quick fire prayer. Now, one thing about David that is a little bit different from us. One of the things that we do too much is we keep asking the question, why me? Why am I going through this? No, you need to counteract that and start going into some warfare prayer. Sometimes our first instinct when we are attacked is to fight back. Am I right about it? We fight back, or we get upset, or we try to defend ourselves, especially if someone is falsely accusing you of something. You know, people out there lying on you and you trying to protect your name because your name means something. Your reputation means something. Do y'all know how many times they lied on David? Do you know how many times the enemies said things about David that were not true? So one of the first instincts we have is to go in defense mode. Now, let me say this. If you follow David's example, I should say we, because I have to do it too. If we follow David's example and say, Lord, hear my cry. They attacking me. This morning, Lord, I need your help. I am under attack and I am laying my request before you. I need you to move and do something with this, because you can do more with it than I can. When you cry out to the Lord and you lay your request before him and you tell him, Lord, I'm going to wait with expectation for you to do something with this. Lord, I expect you to move because your word says you are a God who cannot lie. And I'm going to wait for you to move this situation or take care of it. Understand? He may not move that mountain, but he certainly will give you the strength to climb it if you ask him to. Sometimes we asking him to move certain people or certain situations, but you know what? Maybe moving it is not what you need for the lesson. Maybe you need to learn how to climb it. Maybe you need to learn how to deal with this situation. And every situation you encounter is a lesson. Everything David went through, it taught him a lesson. And that lesson was David knew, I got to get stronger in my prayer life. I got to remember, I got to get deeper in prayer. I got to remember that no matter what I'm going through, no matter what enemy surrounds my camp, no matter what enemy is within my camp, I have got to fight this through prayer. You know what? God can handle it better than we can anyway. We sometimes get in the way. Step back and let God do it. Let me say this. What is the secret, or what was the secret for David when he was under attack? The secret? He prayed. Simple. He prayed. For someone watching today, I urge you to amp up your prayer life. And there's some ways that you need to pray. And I'm just going to throw these out at you. You've got to first pray 4 ways. And I'm going to tell you the 4 ways. And there are many more, but I'm going to give you 4 in particular that Pastor KZ wants you to think about. Number 1, pray honestly. Be honest when you go down there before the Lord. And don't you try to put your hands in it and tell the Most High how to do it. He can handle this. You just put it in his hands. So be honest in your prayers. Pray honestly. Number 2, pray persistently. Some of you sit there and say, well, I prayed about it and nothing changed. You're not being persistent. Be persistent in your prayers. Please write these down. Go back and rewatch the video. Pray honestly, number 1. Number 2, pray persistently. Number 3, pray personally. You've got to be personal about this thing. But in order to be personal and pray personally, you got to have an intimate relationship with the Most High. People who you don't have an intimate relationship, you don't go and tell your troubles to. But you can tell your troubles to the Most High God, because this is a personal thing. I'm under a personal attack, Lord. So those are 3 things. And the 4th thing is you have to pray expectantly. Expectantly. Write this down. I said pray honestly, pray persistently, pray personally, and the 4th one is pray expectantly, meaning, Lord, I expect you to move. It doesn't make any sense for you to put it to the Lord and take it to the Lord in prayer and you don't expect something to happen. Now, how he works it out and how he fixes it, how he turns it around, you don't try to get in and get in control of that. But when you pray expecting, Lord, I'm expecting a change. I'm expecting you to move on my behalf. Pray those 4 ways and watch what happens when you are under attack. You know what? It's not time to curl up in a ball in the fetal position and give up and shed all these tears and say, I don't know what to do, and they're attacking me. No, when you are under attack, that's the time for you to pull yourself up, gain your strength, and say, oh, I'm going to fight back, but I'm going to fight back a different way. I'm not going to fight back with my mouth. I'm not going to fight back with my hands. What I'm going to fight back with is through prayer. I'm going to pray about this situation. You don't want to mess with me because I'm like David. I'm going to go in the cave. But when I come out the cave, I'm going to come out with some strength and with some power. And all of you who have attacked me, all of these situations that have come against me, it's going to be up underneath my feet. Because I believe and I expect the Most High God to move on this situation. What y'all think about it? Y'all, I got to stop because I get so excited when I'm giving you the word. Because when the word is in you, it feels like a baby that needs to be birthed and come out. Pray persistently. And please, when you pray, don't pray like you're weak and you're timid and afraid. To tell God all about it. Be honest with him and let him know, Lord, this is something I'm dealing with and I need you to help me. I better stop. Thank y'all for watching. Like the video, comment, share, and please go and subscribe. Have a wonderful day. That was your word for the week.